So here we are. We are at the outskirts of Zelenogorsk. We have followed the power lines all the way from the northeastern side of the map. I'll be having a look at a map in a minute, but there we go, Zelenogorsk. My hometown. Well, I've sort of made it my hometown ever since I've been playing DayZ. It's always been my favourite place to be. A good place to start off. And we follow the power lines down and they'll come down to the substation. So there's Zelenogorsk with all its bits and bobs and finery. Anyone who's used to watching my videos will see me running around this place quite a lot. Oop, picked up a zombie. Don't much care for you. Right, just leave it there for a sec and we'll join up in a second. A few minutes or a minute or so later, I've picked up a farmer zombie. Bloody French farmers. Substation is in front of us, which is the end of this power line. And if you look over there, is another power line with its own substation, and that's the one that if you follow will take you all the way down to Chernarus, down to Cherno and down to Electro. One takes you to Cherno, one takes you to Electro. So this is the one we've come down. The left-hand one, this one over here, if you followed this all the way, it would take you to Electro. And this one, if you followed all the way, would take you to Cherno. See? Power lines. They take you everywhere. Let's do a little run through on this building too. Hopefully dislodge a few of these Zeds. Yeah, we know you don't like blooming stuff. Get rid of most of those. Do a little run through on this lot. So yeah, this is the little lumber mill at Zelenogorsk. And anyone who's watched my videos knows where I'm headed to. Oh, and by the way, if you have managed to figure out which server I'm on and you want to visit my tents, do so by all means. Just don't completely empty them, eh? Just take what you need, spend a little bit of time in Zelena, filling them back up again. And one of the features I would really love them to add into this game, which they haven't done as yet, is I'd like to be able to leave notes in a tent. So you can write each other messages and stuff. That would be quite good. I would like to be able to leave notes. Because I've made no secret of where my tents are. There they are. Or the fact that right now I've got a couple of bicycles. Bicycles are always fun. I think I better make sure no zombies are about to turn up, because I don't want to have my face eaten while I show you on the map where I've been. Oi. Piss off and die, you bugger. So, back to the tents. Quick check to make sure no one's emptied them completely. Yeah, lots of stuff in there. And lots of stuff in there. So we shall have a little bite to eat. A little drink. And I'll show you what I've been doing and where I've been going, because this is one of a series of videos. I must admit, I have been having some issues with rendering. I normally produce videos anything up to an hour long, and what I've done is I've been playing for several hours today. I've been making videos, but rendering them, uploading them individually rather than doing them as a whole, because, well, I'm finding I'm getting failures on renders. So we started today up here in Berezino. Great town, really nice place to be. It has a supermarket, a pub, a hospital with blood supplies. We have agricultural here. Down here we have yet another supermarket, and we have 3 tower blocks with all the stuff they have. Down here, the football pitch, there's a military spawn in. Not a great deal, but you do get military spawn. Then we have industrial, more industrial, and a dockyard. How good is this place? This place is, well, it's a looter's paradise. There is so much stuff here. But it also has an electrical substation. So what we did this morning, or the beginning of the day, is when we got here, we set off to see where this power line takes you. We stopped here. We stopped in this area to find a goat. We went down, popped in to that building in Novi, popped across to Stari, to the military campment, joined the power line again. It is around here that I stopped to have a look at what was it? Get my brain into gear. A deer stand. Unfortunately, the server went down. But I picked up again. We went around here to Zelena, which is of course where I started recording. And you can see the power line coming in to Zelena, and then these 2 power lines leaving. And the power line, they stay together until they get to this section here, where one of them comes into a substation just above Chernarus, and the other one goes this way all the way to Electro. And then Electro has one that leaves and goes up to Solnici, which is up, around, through to here. Power lines. It's all good and well me having a map and a compass and a sat-nav, or GPS, which is very difficult, but you don't always need them. You can get around, because you can spawn in here. This is about as far north, the most northerly or most northeasterly spawn point. It's just here, just south of Solnici. You can spawn anywhere along this coast, all the way here, very common spawn-in point, anywhere along here, Cherno Bay, and along here. Balota, you know Balota, it's the airfield, it's where there's that large military spawn-in with everything up on the deer stands. And you can spawn in anywhere along here. Now, I like Zelena because you spawn in along this stretch of coast, you can get to Zelena really quickly. And Zelena has a lot of what you need to live on. It also doesn't tend to have too many bandits. You have Green Mountain, which is interesting to look at. You can nip up to here. But yeah, power lines. If you're walking around the map and don't know where you are or where you're going, and you come across some power lines, follow them. They'll take you somewhere interesting, because power lines lead to substations, and substations are in towns. So power lines will always lead you somewhere interesting. So hopefully today's tromping around has been of some use to you. If you watch this little lot in sequence, it might make more sense. And hopefully the quality is reasonable. I've had to drop down to 720p rather than 1080, which is my normal. All because of rendering issues, and I think it's to do with hard drives. So anyway, until I can afford to buy some more SSDs, I think I'm going to have to continue making these videos in 720 or keep them short. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, and all the rest of the stuff, and I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, later on. Bye bye.